Hello, and welcome to Ajax Special Event. This is the fourth special event that our team is filming in Ukraine in spite of everything. On February 24th, we left our comfort zone and directed all efforts to protecting our land, state, and business. We showed bravery. We transported 25 busloads of people and 180 truckloads of equipment to relaunch our full production cycle in a month. At night, on the road and with sirens in the background, our team helped to create the Air Alert app, so that by the fourth day after the first missile strike on Ukrainian cities, everyone could install an alert system on their smartphones. Today, the Air Alert app has had 11 million downloads. It's been mentioned in news broadcasts in Europe, Japan, and the US. And in Ukraine, it saves people's lives. Today, Ajax is 2,500 like-minded people who are driving the industry forward. We are developing new product lines. We are expanding to the US, Australia, Canada, Argentina, and Mexico. We are finishing the construction of a plant in Turkey. And despite the war, we are increasing our production capacity in Ukraine by 30%. All thanks to the heroic efforts of our Army and Herculean labors of the Ajax team. I also want to individually thank each of our partners who have supported and continue to support Ukraine in various ways. We have chosen the comfort zone as the theme of this special event. You might wonder where we get the strength to talk about this now, but the Ajax brand is always about future ambitions, about innovation, efficiency, and technologies that make this imperfect world a better place. And I want to start with a comfortable business. We are proud to work with a community of 150,000 security companies and professionals from around the world. I am happy to announce that this autumn, our cooperation will rise to a new level. Because Ajax is not just about hardware. It's also about rapid business scaling and creating a cool user experience. And we want to build on this philosophy together with our partners. We have developed new partner programs for distributors, installers, and security companies. They include training, marketing support, and incentive systems. In terms of training, the new redesigned Ajax Academy awaits our authorized partners, with video tutorials on products, sales, marketing, and service. Ahead, there will also be networking events, where we will discuss the most exciting ways to use Ajax. Our partners will have access to a large database of materials that can be used in online communication or at offline events. And of course, they will have support from the largest marketing team in the industry. We have prepared action plans and activity standards for distributors on growing a high-quality network of partners. We have developed incentive systems that will help our partners grow their businesses by increasing the number of installations and the average check. And for your convenience, we brought all of this together in the partner portal on the Ajax website. Personal account gives an authorized partner all the necessary tools to grow their business with us. Status and progress, according to the incentive system, are displayed on the main page. Information about end users' requests for quotes from our website is available in 2 clicks, as well as the event calendar in the partner's region. Even in order to change company data on the Ajax website, you no longer need to contact your manager. You can change it yourself. The partner portal is a transition from the era of correspondence to the era of digital service. This autumn, the transition will take place in the UK, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Scandinavian countries, and Benelux countries. Soon, new programs and partner portal will become available in the other countries where Ajax is present. I would also like to emphasize one more new practice: the customer stories on our website. We are already receiving a lot of use cases for Ajax wireless devices around the world. And with the Fiber lineup, we expect even more of them. We post these stories in a separate section to examine the solution in detail and introduce the partner who implemented it. Stories from customers disprove the myth that Ajax is only for homes. We already have stories about Ajax against fuel theft with door protect in truck fuel tank caps, Ajax for yacht protection with connection to the onboard system via API, Ajax for a dental clinic with full control from a smartphone, and many more. From the first days of the existence of the Customer Stories section, we began to receive requests from different countries for the implementation of the presented solutions. We pass these requests on to partners and help them scale their own success. So, if you have an unusual Ajax system use case, fill out the form on our site, and maybe it will become an inspiration for someone. And for you, it's going to be a new order. I can talk more about Ajax use cases, but I want to show you something else. Ajax Ready. Ajax Ready is a label for new independent products created on the basis of the Ajax security system. For instance, an automatic fog machine with built-in Ajax relays, or a mobile solution for outdoor security, which our partners from the UK will present to you next. So I'm glad to pass the stage to Ryan.
Thank you, Valentine. Ukrainian will and determination has always been an inspiration for us, and we are proud to call you our friends and partners. Today, I am delighted to share this stage here in Ukraine alongside our partners at Ajax. Innovation is at the heart of who we are. In 2016, we were the first in our sector to adopt AI and visual analytics as our primary method of intruder detection. Today, this is now becoming standard practice in the industry. In 2018, we were the first to develop an award-winning, fully featured, solar and wind-powered CCTV platform capable of deployment all year round, anywhere in the UK. In 2020, during the COVID pandemic, we made rapid modifications to our systems, allowing for the detection of elevated body temperatures, helping industry get back to work and making the workplace safer. Years of experience and partnership with Ajax inspired us to create and construct what we believe to be the next generation of site security technology. Dear friends, I am delighted to present to you the SaferPod S1, an autonomous, mobile and accurate intruder detection system based on Ajax Outdoor PIR sensors. The SaferPod provides industry-leading standards in image quality, wireless technology, auxiliary add-ons, anti-tampering, rapid deployment, durability, self-sufficiency, and prime deterrence. But let's talk about everything in order. Equipped with Motion Cam Outdoor, the S1 captures the clearest and highest quality images yet, providing cutting-edge, intelligent visual verification. Innovative anti-masking sensors instantly detect attempts to mask the detector and raise the alarm. Smart tilt and impact sensors immediately alert if a pod is moved or tampered with. Offering next-generation autonomy, the SaferPod S1 comes equipped with cutting-edge battery and solar technology, providing complete autonomous deployment all year round. Street sirens with flashing strobe provide a forceful 120 decibel siren upon detection of an intruder. A 30-metre, 360-degree intruder detection zone is continuously scanned for threats. Equipped with live intelligent spectral analysis, a two-factor algorithm checks the data received by the detector and determines the similarities and spectral patterns between two sensor signals. This capability allows the SaferPod to distinguish real threats from interference such as wildlife, helping to avoid false alarms by over 90%. Armed with an Ajax hub featuring innovative signal jamming detection, the SaferPod S1 is ready to detect and alert our 24-hour manned control room to any attempts to jam wireless communication channels. The modular solution compliant with manual handling legislation, allows for safe, rapid deployment in any environment. We have gone to great lengths to develop a form factor that communicates a strong visual security presence. The S1's design and visual presence provides a strong deterrence to intrusion and offers a significant improvement in stability over current generation systems. A wider frame with 4 adjustable legs and lower centre of gravity means that the S1 is a much more robust and tougher target for physical or electronic interference. The Safer Pod's intelligent modular construction means it's the only modular solution of its kind that can be installed by just a single engineer, compliant with manual handling legislation in any environment. Whether it is a construction site or void property, a mine or a farm, or even a wind farm, we have a ready-to-go security solution. The Safer Pod is more than an intruder detection system. It is a full risk mitigation system. The Safer Pod can be linked to 200 wireless heat, smoke or water detectors, up to 1,700 metre distance. Black box systems with no client access often leave customers wondering whether their security system is actually working. The Safer Pod tackles this issue head-on and comes with an easy-to-use app powered by Ajax, allowing the client to quickly view the status of the Safer Pod, arm and disarm their security, and review all alarms generated from their site. On a bigger scale, to monitor multiple Safer Pods, it is convenient to use ProDesktop. ProDesktop is designed especially for monitoring and maintenance, so its interface features photo verifications, site plans, multi-system event log, and other useful tools. Now, handing over to Indre to tell you more about ProDesktop updates.
We are constantly improving the Ajax software to solve more tasks for security businesses. More than 150,000 professionals around the world already use our apps. These people work with security every day. They provide monitoring services, install, and maintain Ajax systems. And we're the first in the industry to integrate all the necessary tools for this in the ProDesktop app. With a company account in ProDesktop, you can run a security business literally from a laptop. Company owners clearly distribute functions between employees and have access to important information for making business decisions. Heads of installers get remote configuration, testing, and detailed log for each system. Operators get floor plans, data-rich notifications, and photo verification. All you need for professional alarm response. The whole process, from installing and configuring the system to analytics and monitoring, arranged in a convenient interface. The numbers speak for themselves. More than 8,000 companies are already registered in ProDesktop. This is only in the first year since such an opportunity appeared. And it's been less than 6 months since we released the accounts for installation companies. If your company is not yet registered in ProDesktop, the time has come, because today we are ready to present the update that makes the security business even more effective. Introducing the maintenance reports in ProDesktop. A maintenance report is indispensable in many countries. This is a requirement of the law in Spain and Great Britain. Every quarter, the security company must check the operation of each system and generate a report. In Germany, this is an indicator of professionalism. When installation is complete, the installers provide the client with a report on the system condition. Or, for example, when a customer pays for maintenance, you can provide them with a monthly system report. This shows your work and the value of such a service. For a security company in any country, a maintenance report is a point of potential growth. After all, this is an opportunity to improve the service, offer new products, and the main thing is to show care for the client. For example, I recently talked with our big partner in Switzerland, Securitas Direct. It is a systematic company that has thousands of customers. When it came to reports, they immediately saw an opportunity to improve internal processes. For them, the report is a document for monitoring the quality of installers' work, both when installing new systems and when maintaining already installed ones. I am sure that clients will appreciate Securitas Direct's approach to quality. But enough words. It is better to show it once, and you will understand everything yourself. Open the updated Pro desktop. Go to the company's settings. As a company owner, you can enable or disable the reports feature at any moment. Once the reports feature is enabled, the maintenance reports menu appears in the objects module. Only employees with permission can see this menu. You can adjust permissions in a separate menu whenever you want. Let's move on to the reports themselves. We can all see company objects in the menu, including the number, name, address, hub ID, and the last maintenance report date. To instantly go to the object, use the search. Select one, several, or all objects. By the way, you can also upload a CSV file with the necessary list. Click Create Report. The next moment, your reports appear in the archive. The last 5 reports for each system are saved. Another thing, you can also download them directly to a local storage. Open the report and see all the information on the system. And what is extremely convenient, you see a brief conclusion on whether the system needs maintenance. You can see the hub status, battery levels, communication status, and other critical parameters. This report allows you to regularly carry out object hygiene, improving the service, even every day. It is also an occasion to talk to a client, offer new devices and services, and demonstrate that you care. Such an approach is widely utilized by world-class security companies. Monitoring giants usually have licensed software that supports the reporting function. They pay for it and invest in their own development and improvement of the service. With Pro Desktop, you get the world's best practices without limits and regardless of the size of your business. Even more, we made it possible to receive reports through the Enterprise API. Those companies that already have their own software can receive reports in the format they need. Thus, we've made the reporting feature accessible to the fullest. Download Pro Desktop and get started today. Now Ivan will tell more about the Ajax app's evolution. Thanks, Andre. I think we both agree that Ajax is always more than hardware. Every 5th client chooses our system exactly because of the convenient mobile app. For these people, Ajax is primarily a quality user experience. More than 300 updates prove that we have done a lot for this. Since 2016, we have been bringing a truly mobile experience to security systems. Surveillance streams, geofence, photo verification, mobile panic button. Our app set trends for the entire security market. We do not look at competitors, but assimilate the best practices of apps used by millions of people. After all, the icon with the Ajax logo is common to see next to Instagram, Netflix, or YouTube. At the same time, we understand that each of our partners puts a lot of effort into promoting their own brand. And we believe in the synergy of Ajax and our partners. Therefore, today I am happy to present the co-branded app. An app for security companies who want to increase their brand awareness every day. To arm and disarm the system, clients open the Ajax app at least twice a day. So, every time they do this, they interact with your brand. In the co-branded app, your logo is on the home screen. Your client has quick access to contacts and billing information. The co-branded app is an easy way to look professional and stand out from the competition. But with Ajax, you get even more. For instance, such a convenient thing as billing. With billing, instead of calls and payment reminders, you are directly connected with the client through the app. Clients see information about their balance without communicating with a manager, no reminders, and no unnecessary movements. It is convenient for clients. No complex software integrations are required to enable billing. You just upload a JSON file to Ajax Cloud. Information is automatically updated every 10 minutes. So, it is convenient for security companies. The billing function is available now, and the new level with a co-branded app will become available in 2022 in the fourth quarter. Ask your Ajax manager for details. Now, Tatiana will tell you more about the new handy functions.
Hi there. I have been working at Ajax Systems for 7 years, and I am very glad to meet you, because it is my team that processes your requests for new features. And today, I want to tell you more about this behind-the-scenes work. We always evaluate new features thoroughly before implementing them. How many users need this function? Will the new feature undermine the experience users are accustomed to? Could it weaken security? How do we integrate the new feature into our existing systems? And many more similar questions. We analyze partner needs and end-user requests. Our managers clearly understand what innovations customers and partners expect in their regions. And 24/7 support allows us to get feedback straight from the end user. We appreciate market feedback. We ask you to tell us your impressions of the Ajax security system on international platforms. We process every request. Your reviews drive our innovations. Thanks to you, we have already introduced two-factor authentication, Pro desktop app for the security business, video surveillance integration, a wired product line, but the implementation of some requests takes more time for various reasons. Sometimes it's a matter of priorities, and at times minor improvements require architectural or even hardware changes. We may not always reveal our plans, but we do hear your feedback. And now I will prove it to you. Introducing 3 features that our partners and users have been waiting for a long time. Let's start with access codes for keypads. The security market is extremely conservative. Even the most state-of-the-art systems contain vestiges of older models. One of these involves user representation within the system. Traditionally, the user in a burglar alarm was represented by the keypad passcode. How did this work? At the facility, an installer configured the system via keypad and set the user passcodes as well. To this day, some manufacturers still do it this way. We decided to go a different route because we have apps, and Ajax Systems users and pros have accounts. This allows installers to manage all the necessary settings remotely. No need for site visits. They can add users, set their permissions, and much more. This is convenient, yet it imposes some limits. For example, a person cannot have a keypad passcode without an Ajax account. Even a temporary employee, a cleaning company, or a service engineer must register in the app to manage security. To make life easier for customers, we launched KeyPad Plus. This keypad supports contactless cards and key fobs. However, there are situations when this is not enough. We received the most requests for codes for unregistered users from Spain. I want to share with you the experience of our partner companies, Securitas and Grupo Control. These partners service a lot of houses that are being shown for rent or sale. One employee is responsible for tens or even hundreds of objects. Access to objects may change at any moment. Houses are being sold, rented, and various people are involved in these processes. Contactless cards and key fobs cannot fulfill business needs. You may need to hand over these cards and key fobs to people yourself or to mail them. To pair the card with the hub, the installer must be on site. It is difficult, slow, and expensive. We've heard the market clearly. We've implemented keypad passcodes that do not require creating an account. Let's see how it works. You don't need to register office employees, cleaning companies, or real estate agents in the Ajax app. All it takes is to assign a person or company a separate access code in the hub settings. This can be done by a pro or a user with system configuration rights, remotely and with no need to visit the facility. Access codes identify a person or company both in the app and at the monitoring station. It's because each passcode has a unique ID. For user convenience, the Ajax app allows you to assign a name to the code. This will appear in the event feed when a code is used. Creating, disabling, or removing the code is logged in the Ajax app, and the event log cannot be removed. Therefore, no one can discreetly create a new code and give it to a stranger. Access codes for unregistered users are now available within the Malevich 2.13.1. You are more than welcome to use the new function already. Now, let's talk about the photos by scenario. Detectors with photo verification have already won the trust of the market. In 2020, MotionCam was recognized as the Security Product of the Year by British magazine PSI. These detectors helped the security partner companies to reduce the number of unnecessary patrol dispatches by 95%. And the end user appreciated how we solved privacy issues. Before, the detector only took photos when the motion detection alarm sounded. It was not possible to take an on-demand photo. So people did not worry, but in some cases users wanted to take on-demand photos. For example, to make sure that everything was okay at home. To meet the needs of all customers, we have designed detectors that can take photos on demand and in response to an Ajax fire detector alarm. But customers and partners wanted to use photo verification even more widely. They wanted the option of visuals not only for fire detector alarms, but for all possible system alarms. For instance, when the panic button is pressed in the store, the on-site detectors take a photo. Thus, the security department or the security company can verify that the alarm is real. Or the detectors in the kitchen of a private house can take a photo when the water leak detector is triggered. That's why we decided to expand the capabilities of the photo by scenario function. Now, PHOD labeled detectors can take photos by alarm of any device, an opening detector, a panic button, or another motion detector, and even by alarms of wired devices connected via multi-transmitter. This function is already available for hubs running on OS Malevich 2.13.1. And now let's move on to unexpected scenarios. Yes, you heard that right. Many users install Ajax at cottages, country houses, or villas. These are the properties they visit from time to time. To avoid spending extra money, they turn off the heating when the property is empty. But in regions with harsh winters, a total heating shutdown can cause equipment breakdowns or pipe bursts. The logical solution is automation of the heating system. People wanted this to become a part of the Ajax ecosystem. Before, the detectors displayed the temperature in the apps, but this information was only available for viewing. Until today. I want to present to you our temperature regulation function. We received the most requests for this feature from Viktor Kaminsky. So, Viktor, we look forward to your feedback after the presentation as soon as you update your hub. Any Ajax device that indicates temperature in the app can run this feature, meaning a motion detector, an opening detector, a siren, or any other device. An installer can set up the device to trigger an automatic response if the temperature rises above or falls below a certain threshold. The response can be triggered by the temperature change of one or multiple detectors. This is particularly convenient as Ajax devices can display temperatures with an error of up to 2 degrees Celsius. This means you can turn on the heater if, for example, the temperature in 3 detectors in the room drops below 15 degrees. Relay, WallSwitch, and socket can carry out these functions. The function is available for hubs with Malevich 2.14 firmware and higher. Please find more information on our website. We believe that keypad access codes, advanced photo by scenarios, and temperature scenarios will make our users' life more comfortable. Just like the next device that Max will introduce to you.
I'm sure there are people who have been waiting for the temperature scenarios in the Ajax system very much. And frankly, I have to admit, this is not an easy release for us. It is not easy due to leaving the comfort zone. The Ajax system is primarily about security. Our hardware prevents intrusion, fire, and flood. To be sure of our product, we work only with the best components. We work only with accurate data from sensors. We develop our own software. Security technologies are our comfort zone. That is why we have algorithms to prevent false alarms and our own apps where you can set up automation scenarios triggered by an alarm, schedule, or changing the security mode. We provide the best security control experience. But temperature scenarios are not about security. They are about comfort, about health, higher productivity, and life quality. And it was this understanding that pushed us to the next step. We started researching the effect of indoor air on our well-being. This brought us to the question of carbon dioxide concentration, the gas we exhale. Many studies prove that the level of CO2 strongly affects the functioning of the brain, in particular, productivity. For example, a high concentration of CO2 can reduce the speed of mental activity by 60% and the ability to make complex decisions by 50%, half as much productivity due to the invisible gas. I am sure you have often noticed this yourself. After a long time in a closed room, it becomes difficult to concentrate on work. Apathy appears. Add to that cold and dry air, and you may recognize your office in this. If recognized, then I have bad news. That's not how a successful business is done. An invisible problem lies on the surface. Bad air kills productivity. It has been tested in schools, offices, and even on the space station. We saw a new challenge in it. We saw an opportunity to combine security and comfort. Combine them in a professional device about the quality of life. Dear viewers, I am happy to introduce LifeQuality. LifeQuality is a professional indoor air quality monitor. Top quality hardware inside, well thought out design on the outside, comprehensive information in the apps. But let's talk about everything in order. Let's start with measurement accuracy. LifeQuality is packed with Swiss and Swedish sensors that provide the most reliable data. They're used in medical equipment, by the way. The CO2 level is measured directly, so life quality indicators cannot be distorted by aerosols or perfumes. Also, our engineers located the temperature and humidity sensor as far as possible from the monitor electronics so that nothing affects the indicator's accuracy. Now, when using LifeQuality, the Ajax system will display exactly its indicators in the room parameters, because it provides the most accurate data about the air in the room among our devices. A light indicator instantly reports CO2 level. Just tap the Ajax logo. It glows yellow, red, or purple if the concentration of carbon dioxide exceeds the norm, and remains green if everything is fine. Even more interesting things await you in the app. For example, charts, which are something new for our interfaces. You see the current indicators. You can view the history for several days, a week, a month, a year, and understand the dynamics of air quality. You can even take LifeQuality with you to measure the air quality in another location. Garage, kindergarten, relatives' houses. Even without communication with an Ajax hub, the monitor stores data for 3 days. When the connection is restored, all data is uploaded to the hub, and you can view it in the app. But LifeQuality's capabilities do not end here. The most impressive starts with automation scenarios. With LifeQuality, Ajax relays, and smart plugs, a professional installation engineer can build an automatic climate control system. For example, the system itself will turn on the ventilation when the set threshold of CO2 is exceeded, or the heaters when the temperature drops below the set value, or the humidifier when the humidity level does not correspond to a comfortable level. The Ajax system is now able to protect your comfort zone on its own. Regardless of its size, LifeQuality is designed specifically to be able to create an extensive air quality monitoring system. Firstly, the monitor is equipped with an accelerometer, so if someone moves it to another location, you'll be notified immediately. Secondly, the monitor has a smart bracket. It is easy to mount on the wall in every room or office. Thirdly, the monitor works on a battery for up to 3 years. You don't have to look for a power outlet for it. Time-proven security technologies complement LifeQuality in the best way possible. The jeweler radio protocol ensures up to 1,700 meters of secure communication, more reliable than Wi-Fi, Zigbee, or Z-Wave. And Rex radio signal range extender doubles this distance. Ajax Cloud is a reliable storage for system data and access to it from any part of the world with an internet connection. We managed to combine the best of both worlds. Medical-grade accuracy of air quality measurement and security technologies, which have already become a synonym for reliability. Direct CO2 measurement, minimalistic and well-thought-out design, 3 years of battery life, and extremely convenient automation scenarios. Now all this will stand on guard of your productivity and quality of life. LifeQuality will be available for pre-order this year in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, let's look at it in action. Hi, everyone. First and foremost, I have something to show you. The blast from the past, sort of. This is the Ajax app interface from a year ago. It had 3 main issues. You complained that the fonts are hard to see, asked for a sorting in the device list, and for the dark mode. We'd love to do it, but we had a problem. The Ajax app was released in 2016. Back then, the whole Ajax ecosystem was 5 devices. Now, Ajax has 60 devices. For 6 years, we have added many new features, but the design has remained essentially unchanged. This is because redesigning an app like Ajax is quite a challenge. The app has over 6,000 screen states. Devices have hundreds of settings. We cannot afford a mistake since we protect what matters the most. This is where the design system comes to the aid. Sadly, Ukrainian designers were unfamiliar with this tool in 2016. I want to introduce you to Athena, our very own design system. Design system is the app skeleton. It's a construction set of 1,000 pieces you can see on the screen. Over the past 2 years, we've done tremendous work to break down each of the thousands of screens into elements with detailed documentation of their behavior. To make your experience holistic and more comfortable. Thanks to Athena, we can make global changes to the app without redesigning every screen. Now we're saying, let's have the app in true Ajax style. Black and white, obviously. We change one parameter and magic happens. We've made fonts more contrasty and improved details in pretty much every corner. Even more, we've designed Athena cross-platform to provide a consistent Ajax experience in iOS, Android, macOS, or Windows. For example, let's look at the settings screen in Pro Desktop and mobile apps. How it was before, and what we have now. The same order, icons, the same arrangement of elements. And this is only the beginning. Next step, long-awaited dark mode in the mobile app, to be presented in the beginning of 2023. Now watch me. Isn't it great? How I did that? Turn on the device so fast, not even glancing at the smartphone. Thanks to muscle memory and gestures. Remember, you wanted to change the device order in the list to move the most frequently used ones to the top quickly. Simply put, you wanted quick access to socket, wall switch, and relay. To automation devices. We've done our research and realized that simply moving these devices to the top of the list is not enough. Yes, indeed. It makes the user experience a little more convenient, but scrolling and hitting small buttons on the go is still inconvenient. The interface should take into account the structure of human body, movements, and interaction context. We are always busy with something. We're always on the move. We turn off the light when leaving the house, or open the gate while driving. A way to what you want must be short and natural to the fullest. And for natural interaction with a person, you need gestures and large buttons to hit them easily. Now you just need to open the app, make one gesture, and instantly turn on the device. Devices are sorted by pages, so you just need to swipe to the side, and the next batch of buttons is always there in the very same place. Natural place your fingers are used to. Muscle memory is very convenient, especially when you're on the go. New color, improved fonts, cross-platform consistency, quick access to automation devices. Get all this in our apps by the end of the year. So great. I'm sure that with Athena and your feedback, we have many new useful features to come. Features to make your life more comfortable. Just like the next product you'll discover in a moment.
At Ajax, we constantly think about whether we are moving from 0 to 1. Are we inventing something, not just riding on a past achievements and slightly improving existing products? What pains do our users have today? What in a modern house has gone out of date and urgently needs to be reinvented? And sometimes we get unexpected answers to these questions, answers that ground our new products. I'm sure you will be surprised. Today, we will convince you to use the light differently. Meet Ajax LightSwitch, a lighting control from Ajax. Why did we choose the light? Firstly, this is the biggest benefit of civilization that has not changed for almost 100 years. Attempts to bring lighting to a new level occur regularly, but they have not yet become mainstream for various reasons. The complexity of integration, poor user experience, price, quality, etc. Secondly, we have a superior technology stack to deliver an outstanding product for lighting control. And third, we already have over 1 million facilities connected. Our users love Ajax, and we believe we can establish a new generation of lighting control. So the time has come to offer the world our vision of what modern lighting should be. LightSwitch is a smart switch. One of the main problems in a modern smart home is the complexity of integration. Highly qualified specialists are needed with many mounting works, junction boxes, and complex hardware. This was the first problem to be hacked. So we have simplified the installation process to its minimum. You just take out your old switch and replace it with a new Ajax LightSwitch. That's all. You do not need to ditch the walls, install signal wires, or change something in a junction box. You don't even need a neutral wire. Power comes through a live wire which your old switch has been controlling. Control comes through a jeweler modified for home automation. In terms of dimensions, the LightSwitch is identical to the traditional European switch. An electrician needs 10-15 minutes to replace it, including dismantling and mounting a new one. Moreover, LightSwitch supports a wide power range of light bulbs, from 5 to 600 watts. This means that it's suitable both for a big hall chandelier and a small night lamp. Next, we wanted to connect the lighting to the intellect and the internet. After all, there are multiple cases when the lights should switch on and switch off automatically. For instance, to switch off lights when we go to bed, or switch them on when we come home, or switch off all the lights when we leave the office. Switch on if an alarm goes off, or set up a schedule. And it's also amazing when you don't have to leave the couch to control the lighting, and you can control it remotely. You left the house, forgot to switch off the lights, took out your smartphone and switched them off. You lay on the couch, too lazy to get up. Take out your smartphone, switch it off. Sounds cool, right? To bring all the above to life, we use the jeweler wireless technology and our hub running the Malevich OS. We deliberately did not use common technologies for automation such as Z-Wave, Zigbee, or Wi-Fi due to their short range and low reliability. Quite often, smart switches in the concrete walls simply do not have a reliable connection. You press the button and the light does not switch on. As a result, value is lost. Working with security has taught us that all signals must be delivered. In a security system, an undelivered alert can cost millions of dollars or even human life. Therefore, we use frequency hopping and guaranteed delivery system. We constantly monitor communication quality and have the best radio range in the world. With the same commitment, we approach communication in the lighting control system. We modified jeweler, developed custom antennas placed in the front panel, and got a range of about 1 kilometer in the line of sight. Even considering that LightSwitch is located in a concrete niche, we can easily cover a private house with an area of hundreds of square meters without range extenders. Another critical element is the brain of the system. Traditionally, a smart home control panel is a weakly stable software run on Linux, quite buggy, difficult to configure, and often out of touch. Or a recent trend toward cloud scenarios. That means that if there is no internet, there is no automation. In our case, we use our standard security Hub Plus and higher. Communication with the outside world occurs through 2 communication channels at least. Therefore, even if the Ethernet is lost, you can always control the light through the cellular channel. Scenarios are created and executed in Malevich OS, which together with an Ajax hub is located on site. Unlike most smart home panel OS, Malevich is a real-time operating system. It does not lag, it does not freeze, it instantly loads and instantly performs all actions. It takes less than a second from a tap on a smartphone to the light switch on. A scenario is executed in less than a second as well. Next, we wanted switch to be cool and modern. Today is the era of touch surfaces. Pushing buttons is not cool anymore. So we decided to make the switch touch sensitive, but at the same time convenient. And you know, it's not easy with a touch sensor. When you press a physical button, you feel an instant response to your action. Your brain does not notice a delay, but with touch surfaces, it's different. Once, I borrowed a British supercar from my friend, an insanely beautiful car. The first thing I did behind the wheel, I've tried to turn on the music. But it was not easy. I had to squeeze the touchscreen with my finger literally. It irritated me terribly. Such a trifle broke all the splendor of the car. After that, we did quite a lot of research on different sensor surfaces, and the Ajax engineering team had the task of ensuring that your brain would not notice the interaction with the switch sensor surface. After all, our light control is not for the wow factor in the first place. It is for an owner who uses it 100 times a day. Control from a smartphone and various scenarios are very important, but most of the time you use LightSwitch to switch the lights on or off by your hand. And we wanted that every time you touch it, you think, damn, how good these guys from Ajax do their job. Keeping in mind that there is nothing more annoying than unresponsive sensor, we have been working for over a year to make it responsive to any type of touch, light or strong, anywhere on the sensor surface. I will say more. You can even just put your hand close to the light switch and it will switch on. So now your kids finally will not touch it with their dirty hands. Magic. But let's be realistic, they will. At the same time, we achieved no reaction to interference by using an excellent responsive sensor that it is not susceptible to electromagnetic interference. This is one of the LightSwitch know-hows. Another problem with sensor is that you don't understand when a button is pressed and when it isn't. That's why you feel mechanical feedback in LightSwitch. We have been working hard to ensure that sound and vibration evoke positive emotion. Listen to how cool it clicks. You always understand that you clicked something. Next. A different type of domestic torment is the search for a switch at night. Groping for it on the wall and looking for the right button. To eliminate that, we have added a soft backlight into LightSwitch. By the way, you can disable it in your app when it is not needed. But I left it on. Besides being convenient, it also looks cool. Historically, Ajax devices are white or black. We sincerely believe that these two colors are sufficient to fit the security system into any interior. But with switches, everything is more complicated. We know how important their colors are to you, so we decided to make 8 different finishes: white, fog, gray, graphite, peach, oyster, olive, and black. Moreover, you can change face panels in a few seconds. LightSwitch consists of 2 parts, core and face panel. The core is installed in the wall, and the face panel is placed on it. And if necessary, it can be easily replaced. We also know that you have more than one light switch. You combine 2, 3, 4, and even 5 of them in a row. You can make any configuration with Ajax light switch. You buy the right size frame and then fill it with cores. All the components are reliable, made of quality materials, and designed for hundreds of thousands of interactions. LightSwitch is a device that will last you a long time. Inheriting the best of Ajax security technologies, secure radio communication, stable operation system, automation scenarios, control through the app, LightSwitch expands the Ajax ecosystem and brings more security to your comfort zone. LightSwitch will be available for order in the first quarter this year. And of course, light switches do not live separately from outlets. Therefore, very soon, we will also present you a line of outlets. Smart and not so smart, so that all electrics in your home look consistent. And now let's see LightSwitch in action.
We're constantly adding to and improving our products. To protect the masking sensors and outdoor motion detectors, we released Hood. To conveniently mount the panic buttons on any surface, we released Holder. Today, we're complementing this series with our DIN holder, a bracket that allows you to fix relay or wall switch on a DIN rail. With DIN holder, our relays fit perfectly into a junction box, server cabinet, or electric panel. The holder has the same width as a single-phase circuit breaker. The DIN holder may seem like a simple plastic frame, but all the magic is in the details. The bracket has passive ventilation that prevents overheating. The button on the holder allows you to switch the relay manually without taking it out. There is even a special place for the antenna output. The relay is installed in the holder in a single step, without any tools. We even added a set of stickers to mark which device or circuit the relay controls. Each detail works to ensure the user's comfort. And the numbers demonstrate this. On the first day of the DIN holder release, we received 5 times more orders than expected, but we quickly adapted to the demand. And today, DIN holder is available for order in any quantity. While you may have heard about DIN holder before, the following product is a total surprise. A few statistics to give you a hint. Each year, around 20,000 fires in the UK are caused by electricity, due to faulty devices, damaged wires, and uneven load. Because of anything that can cause sparking and electrical arcing. So, to keep you safe from this, we've improved one of our most popular devices. And this is not a fire detector. This is the new Socket Plus Type G. Socket Plus Type G is a continuation of the Smart Sockets line with a British plug. The new socket inherited all the usual advantages of Ajax and additionally received a protection mechanism against arc faults. This solution is unique among smart sockets. How does it work? If damaged electronics or a wire with damaged insulation is connected to the Socket Plus Type G, a special patented module will detect the abnormal current flow in the circuit that precedes arcing and shut off the power. At the same time, the LED frame on the socket will change color to red, and the system will send a notification to all users. That's it. The risk of ignition is eliminated. No need to wait hours or even days for an electrician. The other sockets at home continue to work. The problem is carefully localized. As soon as the faulty device is turned off, all you need to do is to press the button on the socket to restore its normal operation. This can be done remotely in the Ajax app. You will also find a power consumption monitor and many useful settings there. Starting with the brightness of the LED, ending with automation scenarios, everything is set up in a few clicks. With the new types of scenarios that my colleague announced today, there are plenty of applications for Ajax smart sockets. Create scenarios based on temperature, CO2 or humidity rise, set a schedule, or synchronize the socket with security. Because the smart socket brings together professional security features and comfort. The best components, along with reliable communication, through the jeweler radio protocol, which does not depend on Wi-Fi, guarantee that the socket will do the job, regardless of how many sockets you have in the system. We completely redesigned the socket stuffing to add one important detail to Socket Plus that protects our users from big problems. From 6,000 degrees Celsius, which instantly turns everything into ash. So with Socket Plus Type G, users get a significant set of advantages. Flexible in-app settings, overheat, over-voltage, and over-current protection, a power consumption monitor, and countless possibilities for automation scenarios. Socket Plus Type G will be available for order already in the fourth quarter of this year. And now I will pass the stage to Ilya.
Ajax has always been about comfort in doing business because we value people's time. Professionals who work with our security systems save time on each installation, 2.5 times less working hours compared to analog solutions. In the security business, saved time is always an investment. Investment to improve financial performance, to streamline processes, to scale. But now, Ajax goes beyond security, becoming a product in which more professionals, like electricians and plumbers, start to be interested in. Their experience of working with Ajax should be at the same top level. With LightSwitch, we demonstrated a comfortable product for electricians. To create the product I'm going to present to you, we delved into water leak prevention systems. Such systems are always an equation with many unknowns. What is better, a valve on batteries or wires? Will it fit the pipes? Can I rely on my smart home system in case a pipe bursts? What is a quality electric valve after all? We have examined every question. We received useful feedback from professionals who use Ajax relays to integrate third-party electric valves to shut off the water by leaks protect alarm. We collected as many insights as possible, and our engineers dove into them to deliver you WaterStop. WaterStop is a water shut-off valve with remote control. It is a part of the Ajax security system. So when we say remote control, we mean control from anywhere in the world where internet is available. WaterStop consists of two elements. The first is a quality valve from Bonomi, one of the market leaders. It can be one of three sizes, 1/2, 3/4, and 1 inch. All valves are suitable for both hot and cold water. They have a standard ISO 5211 mount. The second element of the WaterStop is the control unit from Ajax. For the convenience of plumbers, we place the entire device inside the smallest possible enclosure, which can be installed in one of 4 positions. Inside, we have a powerful electric actuator that will shut off the water in 5 seconds. If you have a damaged 3/4 inch pipe, 5 seconds are equal to just 1 liter of water. To power such an actuator, we provided 4 batteries and the ability to connect to 9 volts DC. But even on batteries only, WaterStop will work for up to 3 years. This enables simple wireless installation. The control unit exchanges data with Ajax Hub using the Jeweler radio protocol. Jeweler establishes encrypted, energy-efficient communication at a distance of up to 1,700 meters. And that's without range extenders. The range extender not only doubles the radio communication distance, with it, WaterStop can be installed even in isolated rooms or deep basements. By connecting Rex 2 to the hub via Ethernet, you don't have to worry about the radio signal and thick walls. What else you should not worry about is that the valve will do the job at the right moment. WaterStop is instantly activated in a few ways. You can shut off the water with a click on the app. You can set up an automation scenario. In this case, the water will be shut off in response to a leak detector alarm. Water supply can be turned on and off according to a schedule, or even be synchronized with the security mode. What is no less important, the water can be shut off on the spot by simply pressing a button on the control unit. In an emergency, the control unit can be easily detached from the valve with one movement. That opens access to a lever to shut off the water manually without additional tools. But don't let this ease fool you. WaterStop inherited professional security technologies. The control unit is equipped with a tamper. Therefore, system users and the security company receive an instant notification once the device is dismantled. For installation in places with public access, WaterStop is equipped with a locker. It provides physical protection against unauthorized dismantling. So the critical element of your water leak prevention system is always under reliable protection. An Ajax security system, a leaks protect detector, and a WaterStop valve. This kit will allow you to build an automatic water leak prevention system with professional-grade reliability. Let's see it in action. Powerful actuator, 3 years of battery life, robust communication, and many thoughtful little things make the work of plumbers more comfortable. WaterStop will be available to order in the 4th quarter of this year. More information on the device available on our website. And now I'm handing over to Sergey.
Hello, friends. Today's presentation is full of new products like never before. They all serve basic human values: security and comfort. So far, we have paid a lot of attention to comfort. But we wouldn't be Ajax if we forgot about the security. Now, I can disclose a secret and tell you that a year ago, we've created a separate development team to deal with fire safety only. The team of true experts who for over the whole year buried themselves in fire standards and regulations. We talked to the most authoritative associations, certification centers, and experts in the field of fire safety. We've done everything to deliver a product that fully meets the needs of the markets where Ajax is present. I must say, our geography is wide. Every fifth Ajax system has at least one fire detector. FireProtect detectors are installed at the UNESCO sites in Norway, at yachts in Great Britain, in residential buildings in the Czech Republic, and even at the Antarctic station. Due to the wide application of the detector, we gather a very valuable experience in fire safety. And what do we see? We see the overregulated and inert markets. We see the same players who do not risk changing products for years. We see how professionals work with outdated equipment and how users get minimal fire protection and the same minimal features. We've accepted the challenge and devoted a whole year to develop fire safety roadmap in an Ajax system. Friends, today I'm happy to present the new generation of FireProtect. FireProtect 2 is a completely new level of technology in residential fire safety. This is a whole lineup of detectors, and this is only the first release. Let's start with the smoke and temperature detectors that many markets are used to. We can say from the look that the detector has undergone significant changes. We have developed a unique smoke chamber that is ultimately dust-proof and impenetrable from insects. This means that you don't need to clean it regularly. Under the hood, we have a dual-spectrum optical sensor that can distinguish smoke from steam. With the blue and infrared LED indicators, the detector can distinguish false alarms from real ones. Even if, somehow, dust gets into and settles in the smoke chamber, it does not affect the detection. The camera's optical system is designed in such a way that dirt, dust, and insects cannot be in two beams simultaneously and thereby cause an alarm. Moreover, our software algorithm processes data received from the sensors, and this reduces the risk of false alarms to almost zero. The second sensor in the detector is the thermistor. It quickly distinguishes the temperature spike, which gives a significant advantage when synthetic materials burn. Our homes are full of these materials. So FireProtect 2 with smoke and temperature sensors is ready to detect a fire as fast as possible, even if it starts imperceptibly. The detector has an extended version with an additional carbon monoxide sensor. The sensor detects the carbon monoxide concentration at the level of 50 ppm. Therefore, this deadly and colorless and odorless gas does not threaten your life. The built-in 85 decibel siren alerts about the high level of CO with a different sound. So the sound of the danger is immediately clear. Both detectors have versions with the replaceable or sealed battery. The device works up to 7 years from a replaceable battery and at least 10 from a sealed one. And 10 years is not a random number. It is a matter of regulations. Q mark in particular. The regulation is used in the Netherlands and Germany. It requires that all detectors have a service life of at least 10 years with sealed batteries. Therefore, people in these countries install a detector once and close the issue of fire safety for 10 years. So now they can simply add FireProtect 2 in the version they want to their Ajax system. especially since the new lineup has many more product versions to come. We also developed separate versions without a smoke chamber in a slightly smaller enclosure. This is the version with a temperature sensor, with a carbon monoxide sensor, and with both these sensors. How come? Again, this is a matter of regulations. Some countries have totally non-alternative requirements when it comes to fire detectors. For example, in the kitchens of England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland, you can install only a detector with a temperature sensor. In this way, the regulations exclude false alarms that may be common for smoke detectors. Let's talk about what all these detector versions have in common. First, a well-thought-out enclosure. No need to disassemble the detector during installation. With an improved smart bracket, you can now level the device after mounting. A true perfectionist dream. Also, the button on the enclosure to silence the alarm is now mechanical. You can easily press it with a mop. On the enclosure, we can see 3 LED indicators that notify of an alarm, a malfunction, and the regular operation of the detector. The second thing the detectors have in common is the thought-out Ajax user experience. Detectors are paired with a system via QR code and configured in the app. All detector information is available in real time from anywhere in the world. All you need is an internet connection. Alarms are instantly transmitted to all users and the monitoring station to which the system is connected. Also, in case of an alarm, the motion cam can take a photo and send it for visual verification. One more layer of protection against false alarms. The entire product line features professional security technologies. The detectors have tampers on the enclosure and on the smoke chamber. To communicate with a hub, the encrypted jeweler radio protocol is used. Communication range with a hub is up to 1,700 meters without a range extender, and twice as much with it. Cool fact about communication: we have improved it to activate the interconnected fire alarms faster. Now, if one detector alerts on fire, other fire detectors on the site will activate the built-in sirens in 20 seconds. This is 3 times faster than the standard requires. And, talking of the standards, here is the full list of standards that the first release of FireProtect 2 complies with. The product line will extend with new devices, and this list will only grow. Our team is also growing and gaining more experience. We have the technological core, we are ready for the market's demands, we know how to scale, and we are not going to stop. Let's take a closer look at the new lineup. Our first release fully meets the demands of the EU residential fire safety market, which is growing by €80 million annually. Especially now, considering the demand for home IoTization and detectors with an internet connection. Many management companies equip buildings with such detectors. And we have something to offer. Detectors with a sealed battery for homes in the Netherlands and Germany. Detectors with CO sensor for the Scandinavian countries, where many people heat their homes with gas and other fuels. I believe that with a unique smoke chamber, thought-out software, different power supply options, and variety of sensors, the FireProtect 2 lineup will allow you to implement the most complex installation not only in Europe, but also in any regulation region in the world. Our technologies remain accurate through steam, dust, and time, and we are already working on entering new markets. The first release will be available for order in the fourth quarter of this year. And now, I'm giving the stage to Alexander.
At the last special event, we showed that we are not just a wireless intrusion alarm system. Today, we show that Ajax might not be an intrusion alarm system at all. For example, now you can choose only fire detection from Ajax, or just water leak prevention, or air quality monitoring, or lighting control system. But of course, the most fantastic thing is when everything works all together. Sometimes I hear the concerns of the professional community. You made the security system so simple. Why will people need security professionals? People need security professionals to solve more sophisticated and complex problems than just attaching a sensor to the wall. Security professionals today must expand the range of services because people already trust you. Surprise your clients and delight them. Offer them more than just an alarm, or not an alarm at all. You are here to change the world and make it not only safe, but also comfortable. And we are here to pass you the ammunition. Thank you.